Yes, the crowds at Walt Disney World do really seem to be dropping, despite what analysts might be saying to investors. Today, we've got the evidence, the proof, and perhaps we're ready to undo a very peculiar optical illusion they're trying to be confusing those investing in Disney. Hello, folks, and welcome back to That Park Place. We've got all the news that should be fun, and boy, is this video going to be fun, and not just because I'm getting to join my pals Jonas and Vash. Guys, welcome back for another fantastic video.
So good to be here, and the wait times are so low here on That Park Place.
Yes, no virtual queue needed here. At the place that should be, well, talk about news that should be fun.
That's right, and folks, I'll tell you this. You don't have to pay for a lightning lane. You don't have to pay for a Genie Plus or a Fast Pass or any of that stuff. No, just click the like button. One little wiggle of the index finger is all we need.
That's right. I've got a story that I was going through here while we were strolling for information, if you want to make it pleasant. This article out of the Hollywood Reporter, Mickey versus Shrek, Inside the Multi-Billion-Dollar Theme Park War. If you follow this channel and you watch our videos and you're tuned in to the WDW Pro Show, then you already know a lot of the things that are in this article. So we're not really going to go through most of that. There's some helpful charts in here that are sourced from different places, but we came across one chart in particular, and we agree with the data on this chart, but the conclusion leaves a little bit more to the wanting. This one, Disney World wait times. This quote, and we're assuming this quote is from the Hollywood Reporter, not from Moffett-Nathanson. So far, Disney's Orlando park hasn't seen its average wait time meaningfully change, a sign that Epic Universe isn't directly taking away visitors, a July 14th Moffett-Nathanson survey found. Now,
like a 3D picture from the 90s, where you have to cross your eyes to figure out what lies behind it. We have done some amazing CGI work to get you the info you need to know to put this into clarity like the Hollywood Reporter was unable to do. We put a massive team behind this, Vash, to figure out this chart. Vash, put that old chart up one more time, just the old chart.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, there you go.
Folks, take a look at this chart, okay? They're telling you, this chart represents wait times. They're telling you that wait times are not dropping. And they're not dropping, and that means that Epic Universe is not impacting Walt Disney World. No, not a bit. Nope. Don't believe what those rascally places like the Pro Channel and That Park Place are telling you, and all of the Disney blogs and vlogs who have now come across to our side. THR says, no, it's crowded. It's flooded with guests. Well, Vash, guess what we did? Sir, would you put up our chart? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we went to the ultra expensive task of moving that blue line to the right just a wee bit so that now you can see that it's actually dropping. And by the way, folks, if you want to do this, you can have some serious fun too. If you want to move that red line to the left, because that's 2023, do you know what you'll see? You'll see a steady decline, a total and utter decline. And if you look, every single month in 2025, it is less than the month from 2024 in wait times. Gentlemen, all you had to do was have a graph that actually showed a straight line instead of being like, let's do about 15 different lines of different colors and throw them over the top of each other, then say, ha-ha, nothing to see here, folks. Our chart proves that this is worthless, a non-discussion.
this is amazing to me. So first of all, this makes it apparent, yes, Disney World wait times are going down. But of course, using wait times as a metric for demand at Disney is a problem because they have said over and over and over again on shareholders' calls that the reason for expansions like Villains Land and the destruction of Rivers of America in order to replace it with the Cars, actually Planes Land, is because they have a capacity issue. And that $60 billion that they're talking about turbocharging with, only $30 billion of that going towards expansion. That is going towards increasing capacity. Well, if wait times are going down, why is capacity the issue? I question whether or not they're being fully authentic in the idea that they're increasing capacity at the theme parks. I think Bash probably has clarity on that.
Yeah, it's not a capacity problem, Jonas. It really never has been, especially with the reservation system. No. This is more of a demand problem, it would seem, because people just simply aren't all that interested in going to Magic Kingdom or Walt Disney World at around this time. And I think it's been demonstrative, represented in the wait times that we've seen listed on sites like such as Thrill Data, Theme Park IQ, what is it? Touring Plans as well is another site that has, I think, very much illustrated that there simply is not enough people interested in going to Walt Disney World for Disney to feel comfortable, which I think is why they've unlocked this latest tranche of investment. Even at the bottom of this Hollywood Reporter article, it talks about the multiple theme park lands that they have in progress right now. The question is well, is there going to be demand for those products when they come online? That's one. I think that's the big one right here, and perhaps there will be. But two, how many people do you actually lose when you destroy Rivers of America, or when you take out Muppets, or any of the other big time investments that are really eating into the history and legacy of Walt Disney World? That right there, I think, is a much bigger concern than just some wait times that, to be honest, can be shifted around through various means by Disney. They can very easily take ride vehicles out of the system, let's say, in order to increase wait times artificially. They can do a lot to manipulate those wait times.
Right.
My big thing is, what does the actual revenues actually look like? That's the big one for me, and we just simply won't know until we get those earnings calls, which I do believe is going to be a little bit lower than maybe people
they're right around the corner, but at the
be.
same time, we know that the per capita spending is up at the same time that attendance numbers are not what they used to be. We're seeing indications that there are more people visiting the Orlando area and less people going to Disney. Now, that is Disney has not directly stated that, and I want to say that the numbers will be what the numbers are on Disney's reports here. But the conclusion that wait times are going down, and that's an indication. Sorry, wait times are steady. Is it? They didn't meaningfully change. First of all, we're pointing out they did meaningfully change, and yes. I don't think this is a data point that points to Epic Universe not having an effect. The wait times going down, and they are down, is an indication that there are less people going to these parks. Pro, what do you think about that?
I think it's clear at this point, everybody is saying essentially that, there are lower attendances at Disney World. Now, you can attribute that to whatever you want. The problem is if you try to say that, hey, this is totally not based on Epic, well, I don't know what you're basing that on. And if the way you get around it is you say, well, the wait times show that there's not really a meaningful drop. It's like, no, the wait times actually show the exact opposite of what you're trying to say now. So why are you trying to say it? And why are you coming up with crazy looking charts that if you just spend a moment looking at them, you go, oh, wait a minute, that is not at all correct. And the thing too is you could easily just, I don't know, put out a chart that looks like it makes sense. And everybody would say, well, how about that? Looks about right to me then, eh?
Yeah, it's just it's a flawed conclusion, and especially when the data is there. And look, I don't know really what would, suggest why Hollywood Reporter would take away this conclusion. I'm not quite sure, but it's demonstrative. I mean, look, when the occupation numbers for the Orlando area when it comes to rooms and hotels was up 1.5% in June. We know that it's had almost a double-digit increase in some places in July, and yet, Magic Kingdom or Walt Disney World is not benefiting from that in a meaningful way, as illustrated by this chart. There's only one conclusion to take away from that. It's that people are going either to Epic Universe or other attractions in Orlando. And we know Epic Universe has unbelievable demand. I just saw a 260-minute wait time for Mario Kart the other day. That was absolutely insane. And at a time when Magic Kingdom itself has less attractions on offer, you would expect that these to be up, and maybe even other areas of Walt Disney World, and yet we don't actually see that. Go ahead, Jonas.
Vash, give me the screen again, please. You're not going to believe. I mean, we're spending Marvel levels of money here, folks, to make this happen in real time for you. Oh my gosh. What is that? Oh, it's a
That is
line that continuously drops.
That is a downward trend right there. An undeniable downward trend. You know, and forgive us all. This is not to scale. There may be a centimeter or two off here on start times versus end times, but this is a great point on what's going on at Disney World, as one of their chief products is Lightning Lane, and they're overcharging guests on Lightning Lane, a product that is ruining the experience for other guests. We need to wrap it up here. But
let me just say this, Jonas. Let me just say this. For those of you who were confused by that first chart, Vash, show the first chart one more time.
Absolutely.
Here we go, folks. We're gonna because you got to understand. Somebody there said, "Man, that looks like a line that's going down. How can we make it not be so obvious?" There's that. All right, Vash, let's go back. Go to me again, folks. The red line, and by the way, Jonas, they are matched up. If they're not exactly, they're really close because
they are close.
I hit the left arrow button to push it over. So, folks, the red line is higher than the yellow line. The yellow line is higher than the blue line, and the blue line is dropping. I don't know how you can come to any other conclusion than attendance is down. Figure out why that is, but attendance has got to be down. And maybe it's just too dang hot. Maybe that's it, guys.
But it's not meaningfully down, bro.
Oh, meaningfully. You're right.
Oh, bless your heart, not Moffat Nathanson. We appreciate the data. We don't disagree with the data. We just disagree with the conclusion. Well, with that being said, we want to wrap this up here. We want to go to comments. We would love to hear what you think about this in the comment section down below. It also helps the channel. And of course, if you haven't done it yet, please go over to the WDW Pro channel. Help him out. He's a smaller channel than us, and we would really like to shout him out. Go subscribe over there. And of course, subscribe to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks, fellas.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
Want it all, so I give them cannonball. Yeah!
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio.
Arizona. Pineapple pizza, Hawaiian ice freeze, yeah. Can't wait to be up. 3 days of you and me.
What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.